As you dive into your USMLE prep, it's crucial to avoid some common pitfalls that can derail your progress. First, don't underestimate the importance of a structured study plan. Many students jump from resource to resource, wasting precious time. Stick to a schedule and prioritize high-yield materials. Next, be mindful of practice questions. It's not just about quantity, focus on understanding the rationale behind each answer. This will deepen your knowledge and boost your confidence. Also, don't neglect your well-being. Burnout is real, so make sure to take breaks and maintain a balanced lifestyle. Lastly, engage with your peers. Form study groups to discuss challenging topics. Collaboration can enhance your understanding. If you found these tips helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support means a lot to us.
Choosing the right study resources for the USMLE can make or break your prep. One common mistake is using too many resources. It's tempting to gather every book and online course out there, but this can lead to confusion and burnout. Stick to a few high-quality materials that cover all the necessary content comprehensively. Another pitfall is relying on outdated books. The USMLE evolves, and so should your resources. Always opt for the latest editions or online platforms that update their content regularly. Also, don't forget to consider your learning style. Some students thrive with visual aids, while others prefer text-heavy resources. Tailor your choices to what works best for you. Lastly, avoid neglecting practice questions. They're crucial for understanding the exam format and identifying weak areas. Prioritize question banks that reflect the current exam style. By being selective and strategic, you can set yourself up for success on the USMLE. Cramming might seem like a quick fix for USMLE prep, but it's a trap that can lead to poor retention and increased stress. When we cram, we overload our brains, which can result in forgetting crucial information just days later. Instead, consider spaced repetition. This technique involves reviewing material at increasing intervals, which strengthens memory retention. For example, after learning a new concept, revisit it the next day, then a week later, and again a month later. Using tools like Anki can help automate this process, allowing you to focus on high-yield topics while reinforcing your understanding over time. Additionally, active learning techniques, like teaching concepts to peers or applying them in practice questions, can deepen your grasp of the material. By prioritizing long-term retention over short-term memorization, you'll not only prepare more effectively for the USMLE, but also build a solid foundation for your medical career. Skipping the review of incorrect answers after practice tests is a costly mistake. Each wrong answer is a missed opportunity to learn something crucial. When I don't take the time to analyze my mistakes, I risk repeating them on the actual exam. It's like running a race without knowing where I stumbled. Understanding why I got an answer wrong helps me identify gaps in my knowledge and reinforces the correct concepts. This process transforms failures into stepping stones for success. If I ignore this step, I'm setting myself up for frustration and disappointment. So, I make it a priority to dissect every error, turning each one into a lesson that sharpens my skills and boosts my confidence for the big day. Skipping full-length practice exams can be a huge mistake when preparing for standardized tests. Simulating exam day is crucial for mastering time management. When you sit for a full-length test, you learn to pace yourself, ensuring you allocate the right amount of time to each section. This practice helps you avoid the panic of running out of time on the real day. Stamina is another key factor. Just like training for a marathon, your brain needs to build endurance for those long testing hours. By taking full-length exams, you condition yourself to maintain focus and energy, preventing fatigue from derailing your performance. Finally, let's talk about anxiety. Facing the full test experience in a practice setting helps desensitize you to the pressure. You'll become familiar with the format, the types of questions, and the overall flow, making the actual test feel less daunting. So, don't skip those practice exams. Embrace them as your secret weapon for success. Neglecting high-yield topics in favor of obscure material can be a critical mistake in exam preparation. It's easy to get lost in the weeds, spending hours on rare cases that are unlikely to appear on your test. Instead, focus on the core subjects that consistently show up. For instance, in medical exams, prioritize anatomy, pharmacology, and pathophysiology. In law, concentrate on constitutional law, contracts, and torts. When studying for standardized tests like the SAT or GRE, hone in on math fundamentals, reading comprehension, and essay writing. These high-yield areas not only boost your score but also build a solid foundation for advanced concepts. Remember, mastering the essentials is key. Allocate your study time wisely and don't let the allure of obscure topics derail your progress. Focus on what matters most, and you'll be well on your way to success. Procrastination in USMLE prep isn't just a bad habit, it's a ticking time bomb. Delaying your study plan can lead to a chaotic scramble as exam day approaches, leaving you with rushed, ineffective learning. You might think you're saving time, but every moment wasted is a moment you could have spent mastering those challenging concepts. The pressure builds, and suddenly, you're cramming information that won't stick. To avoid this, create an actionable schedule now. Break your study material into manageable chunks and set specific goals for each week. Use tools like calendars or apps to keep yourself accountable. Start early and give yourself the gift of time to absorb, reflect, and truly understand the material. Remember, it's not just about passing the exam, it's about building a solid foundation for your future in medicine. Don't let procrastination steal your success. Take action today. Relying solely on reading textbooks and reviewing notes might seem like a solid study strategy, but it often leads to struggles during exams. Why? Because reading alone doesn't prepare you for the actual test environment. Practice questions and mock exams are crucial. They help you understand how questions are phrased, what topics are emphasized, and how to manage your time effectively. When you tackle practice questions, you're not just recalling information, you're applying it. This active engagement reinforces your knowledge and builds your confidence. Plus, you'll discover areas where you need more focus, allowing you to adjust your study plan. Remember, exams are about more than just knowing the material, they're about demonstrating that knowledge under pressure. So, don't skip the practice questions. They're your secret weapon for success. Overstudying for the USMLE can feel like a badge of honor, but it's a trap that can lead to burnout. I've seen it happen too often, students pushing themselves to the brink, sacrificing sleep, social life, and even their health. The truth is, cramming more information doesn't guarantee success. It can cloud your mind and drain your energy. Instead, prioritize balance. Schedule regular breaks to recharge, step outside, take a walk, or meditate. Incorporate active learning techniques like teaching concepts to a peer or using flashcards to keep your mind engaged without overwhelming it. Remember, quality trumps quantity. Set realistic study goals and stick to them, but don't forget to reward yourself with downtime. Your brain needs rest to process and retain information effectively. Stay mentally fresh and focused by embracing a holistic approach to your studies. Avoid the burnout trap, and you'll be better prepared on exam day. Scoring well on easy questions can feel like a victory, but it's a trap many of us fall into. I remember breezing through certain topics and thinking, I'm ready for the USMLE. But that confidence can be misleading. It's easy to overlook our weak areas when we focus solely on what we know. The reality is, the USMLE tests our overall knowledge, not just our strengths. That's why self-assessment exams are crucial. They provide a more realistic picture of our readiness. These practice tests expose our weaknesses and highlight areas that need improvement. It's not just about the score, it's about understanding where we stand and what we need to work on. So, let's avoid the overconfidence trap and ensure we're truly prepared for the challenges ahead. Underestimating mental and physical health during USMLE prep can be a critical mistake. It's easy to get caught up in endless study hours, but neglecting your well-being can lead to burnout and decreased performance. Stress can cloud your mind and hinder retention, making those late-night cramming sessions counterproductive. To combat this, prioritize self-care. Schedule regular breaks, step outside, take a walk, or practice mindfulness. Incorporate exercise into your routine. Even a short workout can boost your mood and energy levels. Nutrition matters too. Fuel your brain with balanced meals and stay hydrated. Set realistic goals and celebrate small victories to maintain motivation. Surround yourself with a supportive study group and don't hesitate to reach out for help when needed. Remember, a healthy mind and body are your greatest assets in this journey. Balancing study with self-care isn't just beneficial, it's essential for success on the USMLE.